Thank you, sir.
How
That
was
was
that intro?
magnificent. You are magnificent.
Much obliged to you, Sir Grant. You are eminent at introductions, and you didn't hold back on mine. I feel a debt of gratitude value that platitude that feline was attempting to make light of your achievements. What to you is the main impetus behind your prosperity? My prosperity is my prosperity. I believe everyone should win. I love everyone I love. That Feline Williams is spilling every one of the in the background soil, so lock in on the grounds that one of Feline's practical L objectives is, in all honesty, Kevin Hart. These two have been squabbling furiously since Kevin faulted Feline for his own profession wreck because of some habit stuff, yet hang on the dramatizations not over Feline. Just did this insane meeting, spilling every one of the beans with Shannon Sharp. He directly blamed Kevin for selling out his spirit for distinction, saying he even needed to do some humiliating gig, claiming to be gay while Feline's been tossing conceal at Kevin before yet this time. Are every one of them. It don't make any difference assuming that you Diddy or whoever you is TGJ on the off chance that you missed the web blast. Feline Williams flipped around the web-based world with a jaw-dropping 3-hour interview with Shannon Sharp. Everybody anticipated that Feline should bring the chuckles, yet no. He went full serious mode, spilling every one of the grimy mysteries of media outlets. The genuine stunner whistles out Kevin Hart for being all influence eager. And this ain't the primary rodeo. Feline's been hauling Kevin for probably selling his spirit for distinction. Recall several years back when heckled him out for shaking a dress in SNL production. No doubt that ignited an entire conversation about people of color being driven into sprucing up for Hollywood achievement. Dave Chappelle spilled some tea about the tension he looked to wear a dress in a film, and it set off a chain response. Kevin Hart became gotten some information about it, and he at first attempted to dismiss it with a snicker, yet he made it clear he ain't undermining his ethics to shake a dress. Certainly have ran in to put on the dress. I mean, you must have limits. You must us less of limits that you won't cross. For me, I know where they are. Oh, they've yet them in. Challenge. So quick forward, not excessively lengthy. After that interview, Kevin springs up in ASNL drama, shaking a dress and a hairpiece. Currently, there's an opportunity he was alright with it from the very start, yet a few people figures he did it to satisfy the top dogs going for the gold. An influence Kevin wasn't precisely striving. He was doing great, yet after that SNL drama his vocation shot through the rooftop with considerably greater motion pictures anyway. The fans weren't excited and Kevin needed to clear things up on Twitter. He said he wore the dress since he thought that it is interesting, and it was his decision. Now when Feline was gotten some information about Kevin in a dress, he said it wasn't exactly Kevin's shortcoming. Feline guaranteed Kevin was simply following a custom of people of color being made to wear dresses to hit that next degree of Hollywood popularity. As per Feline, Kevin was doing what he needed to do. Here comes the contort. There's this hypothesis drifting around that Kevin resembles an industry mannequin got to supplant Feline. These reports deteriorated after the SNL thing, and as Kevin's prosperity took off, the media began tossing conceal at heckling him a and yet Feline put any misinformation to rest in 2016, making sense of his medical problems were no fixation. After that, Feline had some time off from virtual entertainment, yet got back in the saddle in 2018, tossing shade at Tiffany Haddish, blaming her for additionally being an influence-hungry mannequin in the business. Despite the fact that Feline didn't name drop Kevin in that interview, Kevin got all started up and went full power when the two of them appeared on the Morning Meal Club. Kevin acting aggressively named Feline a disappointment, asserting he hadn't stirred things up around town levels since he picked the crackhead life over vocation center. It was a fiery rebound, with Kevin essentially saying, buddy, own up to your own decisions. You got the opportunity to be a star, yet you wrecked it by not appearing and causing inconvenience for the studios. Presently, we should discuss Tiffany Haddish. Kevin supported her expression she procured her prosperity, and Feline didn't utilize his distinction and to lift others. Kevin guaranteed he's a big cheese, living it up on top of the parody world, setting out open doors. He tossed some serious shade at Feline, recommending that the bosses in satire don't say anything negative about the amateurs since they're happy with themselves. Currently, Feline didn't let this slide. He bounced on IG, getting down on Kevin for making up lies about him, saying that he was making bank. While Kevin was talking, Feline said he wouldn't fret making Kevin's millions the length Shu of he kept his spirit after this verbal fighting computer-aided design vanished from web just a tad, yet think about what he returned swinging a couple of days prior, uncovering Kevin for purportedly offering his spirit to the business elites Fellinis. Let the cat out of the bag, guaranteeing Kevin hammered out an agreement with the hotshots to skyrocket his Hollywood profession. Computer-aided design even implied that Tiffany Gehenna's ascent probably won't be basically as regular as it appeared to be in 15 years in Hollywood. Nobody in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him truly getting a thunderous applause at any parody club. He feline addressed how Kevin could climb the achievement fellow so darn quick, indicating there should be some high-level backing. He brought up that Kevin's initial Hollywood victories appeared to be unrealistic, and here's the kicker: feline gladly expressed he never acknowledged any checks to keep stay silent about Stry matters simply because I've not pursued the faster routes, I've not been subsidized. They pay you to not discuss things they don't believe that you should discuss. They let you know that themselves. Feline Williams spilled a few serious insights regarding when he had heard to his standards and confronted serious results. The occurrence occurred during the creation of Friday After Next. They believe Feline should do a scene he found absolutely unfunny, something about a SS scene Feline denied, and the aftermath was huge. He got boycotted and jobs he should play wound up going to Kevin Hart. Why? On the grounds that Kevin was obviously prepared to do anything that the makers asked easily. Here's the origin story. In the first content, there was a person named Cash Mike in the washroom and entertainer Ricky Smiley was good with it, yet Feline, taking a fearless stand, shouted out before the studios and the whole cast. He stressed his validity in the satire world and contended that the say scene was action. Ali, a major buzzkill entertaining Feline, accepted the film would be 2 times as humorous without it. In spite of his request, the job went to another person who did the scene as initially made arrangements for an incredible 5 years. Feline guaranteed each film Kevin did was at first in front of him, and all he asked was to restrain some cliche stuff. Rather, they would give the content to another comic who might perform it without changes. Feline adhered to his standards regardless of whether it implied confronting analysis for not bowing. Now, Kevin didn't straightforwardly answer Feline's cases yet. He made his position pretty clear during a discourse on a Knicks versus Philadelphia game. Utilizing wry and cheesy jokes, he savaged Feline about purchasing the Knicks and evidently returning them with a receipt. It appeared to be areas of strength for from Kevin that he was prepared for any standoff as this traumatization proceeded, with reports surfaced that Kevin was wanting to sue Feline for the continuous assaults. The web as consistently has parcels to say a few people accept Kevin decisively supplanted Feline in the business. Others question Kevin's fast ascent to fame, contemplating whether there was something else to it besides met the eye. Currently, here's my interpretation of the hurricane of Hollywood showy behaviors. Plainly, both Feline and Kevin have had their reasonable portion of battles and wins. Hollywood is an extreme landmark, and achievement frequently accompanies its own arrangement of debates. Whether Kevin made the most of chances that were at first expected for Feline or not is a matter of theory by media outlets, is known for its unpredictable power elements, and this adventure is simply one more section in that complicated story. Dissecting this Hollywood exhibition uncovers the mind-boggling elements at play inside media outlets. Lowlife and Kevin, both exploring their exceptional excursions, feature the difficulties and wins that accompany seeking after a vocation in Tinseltown. The conflict of standards and disparate ways to deal with industry requests highlights the perplexing scene these comics explore in the more extensive setting of Hollywood. The adventure brings up issues about the trade-off specialists make for progress and the job of industry